Welcome back. As South Africa and many other countries of the world commemorate Global Entrepreneur Week, we bring you a very compelling story that underscores the challenges faced by Black entrepreneurs in securing funding. Joining us now in studio is Mr. Zithande Mbala, who's an entrepreneur, a visionary behind the world's first smart toilet paper, an innovation that's currently embroiled in a legal battle with the Industrial Development Corporation. Mr. Mbala, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this evening. Maybe let's just start off with you giving us some highlights of your entrepreneurial journey. When did it start for you and where are you mostly focused on?
Right. Thank you so much, Skatlejo, for having me. My name is Zithande Mbala, of course they call me Mr. President. We have invented a smart toilet paper.
Okay.
Because a dry toilet paper doesn't make anybody clean, it's a fact. So anybody who uses a dry toilet paper, they're not clean. So we've taken the toilet paper to the next level. So what we've got is a toilet paper that can be used dry or wet. If you make it wet, it turns into a wet towel that you can flush. Okay. That's what makes it different. And it's currently trading in the stores now. It's at Pick n Pay. We've got a listing with Pick n Pay. We've got a listing with Spar, ShopRite. We've got a listing also with Home Depot in the United States.
Okay.
So yeah, basically that's the background of the product. I have some samples here.
You certainly do have some samples. So when was this invention made?
Yes, we started working on it in 2009.
Okay.
And we obtained the first round of funding from the IDC in 2011. So we needed $1 million to build the whole set. And that was completed by end of 2011. And we were ready to commercialize from 2012. That's when we started facing some serious hurdles, which are totally unnecessary, because what you need to get funded basically is if you have a product, then there is a market for it. It's equal to economic merit. Therefore, that product demands, has to be funded. So we were told a lot of things. One of the things we were told was that, okay, the local market is small, try the US market. If you can get a trade deal in the United States, we'll give you 20 million rands. This is at the IDC. And we got the listing in the United States.
Okay.
When we got the listing in the United States with Home Depot, to get listed there, you need to have insurance, like $2 million US. So because of the promise that we got from the IDC, we committed to the $2 million insurance contract, and it's very difficult to come out of. You're literally going to have to pay, even if you don't want to. Once you commit, you are in for it. So we got this listing, and then we brought back the signed deal, and we said, where's the 20 million? We were told that, well, I was joking. The lady said I was lying. There is no such a thing. We're not going to give you any money.
So, sorry, a lady an official from the IDC.
From the IDC.
Did you have it on paper that should you get the listing, they would be able to give you the insurance money? Initially?
No, the insurance comes with the listing.
Okay. But did the IDC put on paper that should you get the listing in the US, you get granted the 20 million rand?
Absolutely. Not necessarily on paper. We had a meeting, an unofficial meeting at the IDC boardroom with my team, and she came over. She was sent to us, was introduced to us as an official that represents the IDC. And of course, we then had a problem with that you're not taking us seriously. And we escalated the matter. Having escalated the matter, they put my name on the delinquent register because there were problems in the sense that we are stuck with a $2 million US insurance contract that we must continue to pay for, but they are not funding. They just wanted to get rid of us, and they concocted a story to put my name on the delinquent register, and they sentenced me to 10 years. They said, 10 years, you cannot come near IDC, don't contact us. Of course, then we reported the matter to the CEO, then CEO. That was 2013, 2014 they did this. And the then CEO, Mr. Geoffrey Craner, called the matter out of court, which it ended up in court. He said, this must be investigated because there was no protocol followed to even land my name on the delinquent register. So when the matter was brought back in, the internal investigation was done, I was acquitted, and they removed my name from the delinquent register. Long and short, we finally got funded by the IDC in 2018.
Okay.
So what had to happen between then we had to...
So what happened to the official who said they were joking?
Nothing happened to her.
Okay. And of course, the IDC is not here to corroborate your story or to give their side of the story. So you subsequently got funding in 2018 and you were able to continue with the U.S. listing?
We're supposed to abandon the U.S. So when we came back from the delinquent register saga, they said, forget about the U.S. Let's just focus on the local market. Then we got the listing with the Pick and Pays, and which was equal to the economic merit that they needed. And we got funded. They approved. In fact, before the funding, there was a need to do the feasibility study. The feasibility study was to beef up our economic merit, because it's like a certificate to say that this thing has merit in the market.
Okay.
So it was funded 500,000 rands, and it took 2 years to complete by experts, and they came back with a stamp of approval saying this project has economic merit. So the funds were approved based on the feasibility study. This is now 2018 July. Yes, that's when the funding was approved. Then it's dispersed so the manufacturing could begin. This is now it's October. The manufacturing starts. The funds are dispersed to manufacturers while they are busy producing. These parts are not completed. The product is not complete. They waited just for Mr. Jeffrey Cleaner, who was the CEO then, who had acquitted me from the delinquent register saga, to leave the IDC. So as soon as he left the IDC, his tenure ended on the 31st of December 2018. On the 1st of January 2018, they froze our funds. During the moratorium period, you know, when you get funded, you are told when to start paying. So it was clear that it's only after 3 months. So the effective date was the 24th of October. So 24th of October is an effective date. So if you count 3 months from 31st of October, the first month is 24th of November, the second month is 24th of December, the third month is 24th of January. You're supposed to start paying on the 1st of Feb. But they froze our funds on the 1st of January 2019, within 2 months. During the moratorium period, just because Mr. Cleaner has just left. Now we have a serious problem. The stock is not produced, 1 million worth of stock. They didn't care about that because they just wanted to settle scores as they could. So we've been fighting that since 2019. Our funds remain frozen unlawfully, and they just will not even investigate, because the people who have now frozen our fund, they have to write a death certificate of a business. They say the business has failed. And they have to write a death certificate of falsehood to say that it did not have economic merit. Yet economic merit was proven by a feasibility study, which was paid for, which cost about $500,000, which took 2 years to do. And this person concocted everything, and it's literally a fraud, which we've taken to SICA to report that this person has committed a fraud. Is your member. You need to investigate them. There's even a court order that says IDC and SICA investigate this internally, but they are not investigating.
So where are you in the process currently?
Currently, we have had to start trading without the IDC, right? We're using family and friends budget. And we have escalated the matter to Minister Patel, because nobody preaches black industrialists like him. But there seems to be a culture of not taking industrialists seriously. Yet, even the growth of the economy depends on them. If South Africa is going to be industrialized, it's going to depend solely on industrialists. We are not taken seriously. I can only speak for myself, but I know that South Africa has a great deficit of industrialists, because most of all the products we consume, they are imports. And we have this cry that the minister must intervene, because everybody says this will end up in court. There is a court order. Why must we go to court when there is a court order? It's just this reluctance on their end to do their part that is required. And it's not nice. And it's whatever is happening to us. It ought not to happen to anyone. And we want to try as much as possible to make sure that we're the first and the last that it happens to.
So sorry to cut there. As an entrepreneur, having gone through this entire experience, and as someone who aspires to be an industrialist in a country like South Africa, what are some of the lessons that you'd say you've taken out of this experience?
You know, it's still ongoing, but we're learning a lot. You know, South Africa is a great country. We can have more millionaires in this country if we were to educate people about the power of products, that even the economic growth is determined by how many products we can produce. Instead of learning how to do a CV, we should learn more how to make products. And we should respect industrialists and have a place for them. And, you know, just recently there was a story, I'm just making an example, which is a perfect one. There was a story of a young lady from South Africa who was beaten up by an employer in China, which went viral. South Africa could relate with the story of someone who was mistreated at an employment place. That's why it went viral. But if an entrepreneur or an industrialist is being destroyed, not many people can relate because they don't know the pain of an entrepreneur. For example, when they cut our funds mid-air like that, people lost their jobs, companies closed down. It doesn't seem to bother anyone. It doesn't seem to resonate with anyone because we don't have a culture of industrialists or a culture of entrepreneurs. I think my lesson is that we need to appreciate more what these people go through, and I'm one of them. We may look different because, you know, I may just digress a bit. I'm not sure which part of the country you come from. What do you call an independent cat in your country? I mean, in your
independent?
The cat that feeds itself. You know?
Stray cat.
A stray cat, yeah. What do you call them?
A stray cat.
No, in your language. Imbodla, that's what they call it in Zulu.
In Zulu.
And then what about a dog, an independent dog? What do you call it?
Umgodoi.
Umgodoi, right. Are those nice names?
Not at all.
They're not nice names. But these are the names that, I mean, this is the kind of a place that entrepreneurs, because we're independent from anyone, we like to provide for ourselves. To the eyes of those I find myself dealing with, we are treated just like Imbodla and Umgodoi. We don't have a place in society, not even in the courts. Criminals have representation in court, but entrepreneurs don't have representation in court. You have to cough up from your own pocket, you know. There's no funding for that.
Right.
So I think those are the things I'm learning, that I think we need to reculture ourselves as a society and appreciate the pain that entrepreneurs go through.
Are putting in order for them to be able to contribute to the economy in a way that
Absolutely,
you are.
yeah.
Mr. Mbala, thank you so much for your time. And of course, like I said earlier on, we don't have the IDC here to be able to give their side of the story, because we do know that there are instances in which the IDC has funded some entrepreneurs across the country, across industries. And of course, experiences are different. And we certainly do hope that beyond the funding and beyond the court orders and the court interdicts, you were able to get your products on the shelf in order for you to be able to create an economy and a life stream that we need entrepreneurs to be able to contribute towards. So thank you so much for your time and for joining us this evening.
Thank you for your time too. And I also want to thank South Africa for supporting us on the show. We're really grateful.
Thank you so much. That was entrepreneur Zithande Mbala speaking to us here about iWipe and his journey as an entrepreneur as we celebrate Global Entrepreneurship Week. Well, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
I'm hungry.
Maybe I should order some.
I have a better idea.
There's nowhere better than our place. Together having the best time. There's nowhere better than our place. We'll be chilling, laughing and eating, enjoying the tasty moments of life.
Buy any 2 Dr. Utker Ital Pizza products and stand a chance to win your share of 11 million rand. Simply WhatsApp your till slip or scan the QR code to enter.